Hello and welcome to The Hero Spouse. I'm Kendra Ruth, here to answer one of your questions about marriage and midlife crisis. Today we have an anonymous female left behind spouse. Her bomb drop was March of 2022. This is now July of 2022, so it was only a few months ago. And her date of marriage is 2009. She has a clinging boomerang who is a high energy replayer. She says, my husband detached after his dad passed away 14 months ago. We had a very romantic marriage. During bomb drop, he said, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. He needed to find himself. He wanted freedom to see if he should be with someone else. He needed to go traveling to find himself. He felt emasculated due to our business, and he insists there is not an alienator. Other than the insistence on not an alienator, well, could be denial, not, but the other things are classic midlife crisis text phrases. So just that at bomb drop, you had a lot of information that says these check off MLC, which is great because then you don't have to spend as much time wondering, is it or isn't. At bomb drop, he left to go with his mother, live with his mother, but he came back after 5 weeks. He wanted to make it work, but he left after 4 days, saying he felt confused. Since then, he likes to make contact when he feels like it, but he ignores my contact. When he calls, he is always sweet, complimentary, and he hugs me. He strokes my hair, kisses me on the cheek, and until today, he would not look me in the eye, but he did tonight. He's happy that we can be friends. He asks me for help sorting out a legal problem. He asked me for help sorting out a legal problem. He also asked if he could borrow my car to take to his team to pool tonight. I said yes to all of his requests. So we have 4 basic questions. Should I help him or should I say no? Legal problems, should I offer the car? That sort of thing. Is he a boomerang or a clinging boomerang? Clinging boomerang right there. Does he now only see us as friends? No. Yes, I'll talk about that more later, but no, it's more than that. Am I being helpful and is he cake eating? Yes to both of those, but I'm not going to have a problem with the cake eating this early in. So should you help him or say no? I'm of 2 minds on that. But I think for you right now, I'm not going to worry if you do help him. At the same time, I don't want you to give too much. In other words, help him sort out a legal problem unless it is about your divorce or that sort of thing, unless it's about the relationship and any severing. But maybe borrowing the car might be crossing too much of a boundary. You have to figure that out for yourself. Now, 3 years down the road, let's say that you're here and there's still cake eating. I would answer, am I being helpful? And is he cake eating? And in both of those, I'd answer that it's no longer helpful and that he's still cake eating and he needs to stop. Now, I like cake eating in the beginning with a clinging boomerang. I mean, it's horrible to have to deal with it, but it lets you know that they need, sometimes it's a needy need, which isn't positive, but it does let you know they want you. They aren't really ending this relationship. That's why I say, does he see you only as just friends? No, not really. But I want you to be glad that he feels that way because a good friendship is a great foundation for a marriage. And you're going to be rebuilding that. So be friends with him. But that also means there needs to be boundaries. Hey, buddy, we're still married and you're dating someone. Suppose he's dating someone. First thing, it's not appropriate. We don't talk about it with each other. I know it and you know it. We're saying that if there's an open affair. But we both know it's not right. You're doing the wrong thing. And so you're not to talk to me about it. I'm not that kind of friend. It's kind of like, you shouldn't tell your mother everything, even though your mother might know those things. It's just not things we discuss with mom. Not that your mom. That was a little creepy. Should you help him or not? Let's see. We did that. No. Am I being too helpful? Is he cake eating? I want the cake eating right now because that is how you are building that foundation. He's still checking in on you and you are still showing him grace and compassion and that you're forgiving to him. You're showing him friendship. You're showing him detached calm. If you're not, these are all things we're working towards doing. You're showing him an acceptance and that when he's gone, you said that he ignores contact when you initiate. Don't initiate. He will make contact with you. Now, if you then respond back, you're not initiating. Okay? So if you make a call back, but you're returning something, And sometimes they don't even respond then because I think that's initiation, but that's not. Let him initiate. If he's a clinging boomerang, you won't need to worry about ever initiating a call. The only time you then need to initiate is when it's necessary. Hi, we got some mail and you need to pick it up. It's important. Hi, the taxes. Hi, so-and-so, our son is in the hospital. He has a broken arm. Hi, that sort of thing. But you don't need to initiate with a clinging boomerang because they do all of that for you. So right now, stay the course. Cake eating will get worse. And your boundaries are going to need to get stronger. Right now, I want you to consider this as an opportunity for paving the way home. Paving the way, paving it with grace and forgiveness and love and compassion while still having boundaries. You don't give in and jump through all his hoops. And this is hard. This is a balancing act. It's why I often say that it's a tightrope. And you will fall off sometimes. You just get back on. And sometimes you have to go apologize to him. I'm really sorry when I did this. Such as, I'm sorry that I had to apologize to Chuck because we were going biking together all the time. And I apologized for doing it. I said, we shouldn't have been doing this. You're with somebody else. And this hasn't been appropriate. I was letting him cake eat too much. I might not have used that term. And then he'll get mad at me. And that's too bad. When he gets mad at me, I want to spend time with you, or whatever it was he said. Sorry you feel that way. You know how to do it when you're not with her, because what you're doing is abusive. So you're going to set boundaries with the cake eating. But right now, you haven't described alienator type of cake eating, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay? I hope this was helpful, and I will see everybody in the next question.